We haven't had a new Flash episode in 2 weeks, and I'm happy to be doing these again. Unfortunately, my interest in reviewing this show has started to wane. Wane because the writing can't even be fixed. Just wait till I do the season finale, and it's going to be a field day for me. Anyway, this is Mega Man NG, and I welcome you guys to another Flash episode review. This will not be a long one, as I have things I need to take care of today. Not to mention my channel update for, well, Friday. Yeah, I'm postponing my update till Friday. But anyway, this week we're going to be talking about the episode Subject 9. So here's the deal. I'll provide a summary as well as some of the main points, but I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler alert for anyone wondering. The episode was okay. Not bad, just okay. Let's begin. Though Barry is now cleared of charges due to, unsurprisingly, the DeVoe returning, things for him aren't as easy as it sounds. He's given a leave of absence by the CCPD, and now a new meta is spotted, a musician with the power to use sound as a weapon. They do find her, but after a botched training round, she thinks she can take on the Thinker herself. How wrong she is. Can Barry, Ralph, and the others be able to save her before she ends up becoming another sacrifice for DeVoe? A 2-week break. I'll be honest, as much as I enjoy doing these reviews, having to go through each episode week by week can be kind of taxing. Not to mention my interest in this show is slowly starting to wane. Yeah, especially considering that last year, Arrow did great, Flash did not. I don't know about this season though, but I do know that Legends was moved to Monday and Supergirl was postponed for 9 weeks. Did I also forget to mention that now Wally West is joining Legends? Yeah. What do you do with a character that can't do much in either the Flash or Arrow? Have him in the Legends. That's exactly what happened to Keysdale Lionsdale, which I will admit he's a pretty good actor, but now having him in Legends will probably make things a little more interesting. But anyway, I will say that this goes, I'm really, really bad when I have to do this, because trying to get all this done is just a bit of a hassle. Anyway, this episode was interesting. Interesting, but good. It's not as bad, but just okay. Okay at best. But anyway, we're introduced to Izzy Bowin, portrayed by Miranda McDougall. Her power allows her to use sound as a weapon. Surprisingly, DeVoe refers to her as the Fiddler. The irony about this is that she is actually a gender swap, or rather an R63 version of a DC Silver Age villain known as the Fiddler. And I'm surprised. I looked it up and I was like, okay, now that got my attention. I didn't really think that the show would actually pull a twist and bring a female version of an original villain like from the Silver Age. That's pretty interesting. I really do like that. But yeah, it doesn't excuse for the fact that everything else isn't that great. Like I said, the episode was okay, but I really liked Miranda's portrayal. Miranda's portrayal was pretty well done, and for a cowgirl that knows how to use sound as a weapon, a musician in some way, it was nice. She was actually pretty decent. Unfortunately, she ends up becoming, or rather, another offering for the Thinker, aka DeVoe, as, well, by episode's end, body snatching time, just like how it was in the previous episode. And I mean, okay, I'm starting to, figure things out. We do know that in the episode, the Thinker was struggling to adjust to her new body. The only problem is that with having all these different powers, it becomes a bit taxing. That's why throughout, she was trying to find a new suitable body that can be able to store all of them. I don't really know what his plan is. What is his end game? I can understand that it all has to do with all those bus metas, but I'm beginning to wonder and suspect that maybe, just maybe, the Thinker may be planning something big with all these different powers, making him a more unstoppable threat. And no matter how much Barry and the team try, the Thinker is always one step ahead. He's still the main big bad, by the way, because in the end, he does get the body of the Fiddler and possessing it too, because her previous body wasn't strong enough. Now, in the new one, she's actually more stable. But how much you want to bet it's going to end up happening again, and she's going to end up getting another body, and another body, and another, and another, and another, until she can find one that's actually suitable to store all the powers of the bus metas. I don't really know how this is going to turn out. But what I will say is that in any case, it may make the Thinker to be a more unstoppable force. Because with all these different powers at her disposal, She can pretty much stop Team Flash in its tracks. And believe me, this has happened in this episode many times, especially when Cisco tried to vibe her. When she tried to vibe just to figure out where the Fiddler is, DeVoe shows up and kicks Cisco out. Jeez. Now you know the threat is very serious. Also, there was a subplot involving Cecile and Harry. I'm surprised. I hate to admit it, but I actually liked it. I actually liked the subplot since it contended was mostly self-contained. Self-contained until at least the end. But it did provide some interesting moments for both Cecile and Harry. Cecile having to struggle with her new powers, being able to read minds, while Harry has struggles of his own. Being a father, finding out that you're not good enough, being an inventor and all that. And it all culminated in a pretty eventful resolution. It was a pretty good one. It did provide some good character development for Cecile and Harry. And yeah, Harry isn't perfect. Sure, his plans kind of went downhill, but at least he tries. He tries because, let's face it, Harry has been through a lot. He's been through a lot ever since Season 2 with his daughter being kidnapped by Zoom, only to be forced to work for Zoom in order to find a cure for how he is, and then later on in Season 3 and then Season 4, he would end up becoming a regular. Mostly because it wasn't going to be the same without Tom Cavanaugh. Not that I blame the actor, because the actor's pretty good. But yeah, the subplot turned out to be good. The main plot was alright. It does have a lot of problems. I mean, there are a lot of problems because I feel the writing is the factor. The writing is the biggest factor because they can't seem to find a proper balance between seriousness and humor. It just goes all over the place, and because of it, the episode suffered. The writing is the problem, and I feel that it's going to end up downing the season. Compared to Season 3, which was kind of okay, this season may pretty well be the weakest. It may pretty well be the weakest season of them all. And I still consider Season 2 to be my favorite season because it really did offer a lot to this show. It really did offer a lot. But yeah, my final rating for this episode is a 7. I'm giving it a 7 because the episode was good. Interesting, but good. The subplot was good. Izzy was kind of nice. Unfortunately, now that DeVoe possessed Izzy, it only makes her more of a serious threat than ever. And there are 3 metas left, including Ralph Dibny. And yeah, Ralph Dibny did get his chance to shine. But by episode's end, you can't help but feel bad for him. I mean, really. You really feel bad for him after everything he went through. Ugh. If I was Barry right now, I'd be comforting Ralph Dibny any way I can. Especially having to watch to see Izzy being possessed by the Thinker. It's just scary and depressing. But yeah, like I said, the episode has a lot of issues, but it's pretty good regardless. This is all opinions. You are free to disagree with me, mind you, but like I said, it was alright, but there were some major issues. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but judging from the preview, it's going to be interesting. Flash time. I look forward to that. And that's going to be it for this episode review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. And I will see you next week. These episode reviews will be up at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Because remember, I got a life outside of this, and I need to put it towards getting myself back in one piece. This is Mega Man NJ signing off. Peace out.